What's up, everybody? Back with another update. It's been a while. I've been busy. Just got back from vacation actually, so I want to make this video to update you guys on what's been going on in the tank. And I want to show you what my tank looks like after a week of no maintenance. So, on vacation for 1 week. Got back yesterday. Obviously I cleaned the glass, but that's all I did. So I want to show you what it looks like after a week and some things that I'm going to change because I've noticed I've done some things wrong. Now, before I get into that, quick update. Obviously, as you can see, swimming around, there's some new fish. It's been a real long time since I updated, so I'm not even sure quite which ones are new, but the blue angel all the way to the left was upstairs in a different tank. Now he's in this one. The sailfin, the Red Sea sailfin tang is new. I don't believe you guys saw him yet. The gold flake angel to the right, it's actually out of the picture right now, but he's to the right. He's new as well, absolutely gorgeous. He's got bright purple lips, it's awesome. Very cool. And the two Bangai cardinals I put in here, which were also in a different tank that I broke down. The purple or blue anemone moved to the top right of the tank. I kind of like it because now there's two homes for the fish, the clowns. So they go back and forth. Now let's zoom in here. I'll show you the back of my tank has become purple. Just purple. There's coralline algae all over the place. You almost can't even see that it was black behind there at one point. It's pretty cool. The rocks have purple all over them, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's just everywhere. So it's one more thing saying the tank is doing very well. Even the back glass, and then at the top, the whole rim of where the water line is has coralline algae on it. There he is. There we go. He's pretty cool. Gorgeous fish. They both are gorgeous fish. And under these LEDs, these angels just look absolutely incredible. Steve. So I'm going to take you around. I'm going to take it off of here, and we're going to go around the whole tank, show you what's been going on, how everything is doing, and then some things I want to change. So I'll start on the left side here. So on the left side down here, I made this my mushroom garden. One of my mushroom gardens. You can see it's all green frilly mushrooms. You can see there. They're doing pretty well. Now, the lights only came on about an hour and a half ago, so all of these things are open pretty well for an hour and a half. Some orange mushrooms. And one of them broke off. It was actually right there, which is pretty cool. I didn't put that there, it just floated over there. Here's the leather that, if you guys have watched some of my other videos, this leather was upstairs in a different tank, almost completely bleached out. And this tank here has brought this coral back to life. Absolutely incredible, it's just awesome. Down here is one of my other mushroom rocks. Got purples. There you go. Purples, orange, green, orange, green. I got a wall hammer a little while ago. Those hammers are just incredible. I can't even count how many heads there are. I can at night if I wanted to, but I mean, it's just crazy how well they're doing. This torch, where the baby clown lives, he refuses to go in the anemones. I don't know why he loves this torch. Torch is doing really well. The golden torch is doing really well also. And go over to this anemone. It's just huge. It's absolutely awesome. fed these guys yesterday and they're loving this tank. And the zoo rock is doing pretty well. I haven't added any, but as you can see from right here, unblur that for you. Nope. Maybe not. There you go. You can see that they're growing everywhere now. It's pretty cool. Haven't added any, so that's all growth. And we got the purple blue anemone. It's supposed to be blue, but only the tips are blue. It's really purple, but it's awesome. It's doing really well. I'll show you the yellow anemone from this angle. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And then here's some more mushrooms back here. Got the recordias over here. Doing really well. And then mushrooms from the bottom all the way up. That mushroom is huge. Just huge. All the way up. That mushroom's huge too. They're all doing really well. As for the SPS, they're all doing pretty well. This one isn't doing as well because when the anemone's full size, he actually covers that. So his polyp extension is pretty much 0, but I can't move him because he's encrusted onto that rock now. Here are all the frag hammers. Oh, bad glare. Here are all the frag hammers that I'm selling as always. I mean, they're growing like weeds. I can't even control them. It's from that mother colony. It's crazy how they grow. This SPS is doing incredible. So much growth. I mean, this was a frag when I just first started the tank. It was an experimental piece that was given to me by my local fish store. This guy has been in there for about a month or so. He just encrusted himself onto the rock, so that's good. We'll see how he goes. Bird's nest here. Crazy growth out of that too. I mean, slow, but very good growth. There's a chalice doing very well. There's a few more back here. This was the most that any of my SPS has grown. That was just a dome, didn't have the Darth Vader helmet looking bottom. And then that SPS back there is doing very well. The green polyp extension's nice. Green Slimer in the back is doing well. And this guy over here is doing pretty well. Overall, everything is doing pretty well. As far as actual inhabitants, everybody's pretty happy. No losses to report as of now. Not a single one actually, which I'm very happy about. That's one of my favorite things. I mean, if you lose a coral, okay, but some of these fish, as I'm sure a lot of you know, you get connected to them. So I'm very happy I haven't lost any as of now. But let me show you some of the things I would do differently down below if I did it again. So, go down here. Now, mind you, this has been a week, so it's a little dirty for my standards, but some of the things I want to show you are based on that. So I'll turn the LEDs on. Makes a big difference. Now, first of all, we'll start. You know what? We'll start all the way to the right. Starting all the way to the right. Let me lower this camera for you. There we go. Don't mind my dog's toys in the background. But starting all the way to the right, one of the first things I would do is this section here. You can see I have detritus buildup. Alright. Wow, this camera's awful right now. Right there. The reason I have that there is because I put the main drain all the way on the other end. Now, if I did it again, which I will change, I just don't have the time right now, I'm going to do it to the middle so that this has less buildup. Because right now there's no buildup on the other end, but buildup on this end. That's because all the flow is going to the other end. So I'm going to do it in the middle. so that it flows all over down here, so that there's no buildup. It all goes up and into the socks. So that's change number one I would make. The skimmer section, I did add this maxi jet to keep everything floating. So that hasn't been a problem at all. This is this is 1 day. I cleaned it yesterday because the cup was full, so I had to clean it. I was gonna wait, but I had to clean it. So this is 1 day of disgustingness. It's crazy how much this skimmer picks up. I do have a heavy pile load, but now this is what I have in the refugium section for now. These are clowns that are left from the other tank that I had. I couldn't put them in this tank, obviously, because of my 3 clowns that are in here. But I put them down here. They've been happy. They've been there for over 2 months now. Now up and over this, I have my carbon. That's all doing well. No complaints. Here is where my next complaint is. Auto top off shut off right now, by the way. This stagnant water I do not like. I had him, by him, the builder of this sump, I had them put this auto top off float switch way too high. It should have been much lower. It should have been down here, so that the water came up and over and made splashes on the top, just enough to not leave this stagnant, but not too much to leave micro bubbles. So that was one of my big problems. I will be changing that myself. I'm just going to extend that auto top off to maybe 4 inches lower, and then this will be flowing through the grates more so than over the grates, which will be good. And then the last thing, I have a mag 18 and 9.5. The 9.5 is going to be